Last year on the bonfire night, had parked my car outside in readiness to go to work at Asda. And at around 9:45 in the night, I bid my family goodbye and left the house. But just opening the gate of my house, I saw fire in the sky. Now, I wouldn't have imagined that fire was on my own vehicle. I was about 2 minutes before that fire blew up. That means I could have been in the car, but I had just fallen short of 2 minutes before the fire got on. And finding the car on fire was so shocking. My car is on fire. It was traumatizing, to say the least. It sent a wave of fear to my whole household.
I was obsessed with fires, cars, buildings, anything. We just did burn anything. But yeah, fires, man, bad for them. Like the older lads when they used to make cars and that, they'd dump them on the floor and we'd strip them and burn them. I'd have to burn them, like. Just part and parcel of what I'd done. Fires, wasn't it? I just used to get a buzz out of lighting fires. I used to get something out of it. Bit of a kick.
Why would someone want to set someone else's property alight for no apparent reason? Boredom, peer pressure, a bit of excitement as well. You know, that's how they perceive it. Is feel that they got nothing to do in the area maybe. Let's start a fire, let's put this on fire, that'll be a bit of fun.
Why? What is the reason for it? There is no reason for it. It is just fun. The actions of persons committing offences of arson are devastating to the fact that in most circumstances the damage that's been done is unrepairable. It is just fun for them.
I started hanging around with older lads who got the same kind of buzz that I got out of lighting fires when I felt part of it.
You know, some maybe older friends, the young ones, we're trying to impress them, see what I can do here. Set this alight, set this bin alight, set this car on fire. And because most of the time when we do turn up to these arson incidents, you can see the blue lights flashing. A group of teenagers go running off into the woods, down the road. They've seen what they've got. It seems like they got what they wanted, got the blue lights turning up, bit of a laugh, they ran away and left us as the firefighters to go and deal with the consequences afterwards.
Just the not knowing when it's going to happen next. And I think because of the way it sort of happened, everything went really, really quiet for a time, and we thought, oh, that's the end of it. And then all of a sudden, another one gets done, and of course then the community's in an uproar again. And the fear really of who's going to be next. Why is the community being targeted?
We used to draw and paint. We used to play games and all that. Yeah. And we used to go on top of the castle too. And then we said, the king of the castle, you're the dirty rascal.
Early in January, I woke up to a phone call to say that the castle had burned down in the night.
How did you feel when that happened?
Sad. Because I used to love doing art with all my friends.
It was quite a shock because it was a big part of the Venture Playground.
I feel sad because I used to do like colouring and I used to jump off the mats onto the swing and everything.
The children relied on it quite heavily and so did staff.
I was kind of devastated because me and my friends used to always go in there and just chill out. So it was really sad actually, yeah.
It was where we worked from, sort of our base, and it contained a lot of our resources too.
It felt sad because I used to love playing here. Why on earth did they do it? To make themselves cool or something?
We're a charity, so everything that was lost couldn't be replaced. I haven't got a clue if we were targeted. All I know is the children felt a loss.
They should think about the kids, how much fun they had in there, and they've just ruined kids' days and weeks.
Long term, it's affected the children mainly, because it's always been there for them, and now it's not. So they've seen it one day being there, then the next day it's rubble, and then they've witnessed diggers being in and clearing the space, and now it's just, as you can see, it's just an empty space to them, and they don't know whether they'll be getting back everything that they used to have.
Because that was our favourite thing, an adventure.
What starts off as a little bit of fun has a devastating effect in relation to people's lives.
Not once did I ever think about the people it was affecting, people's stuff I was burning. No. Well, like, at the time it was all about what I was getting out of it, not what it was doing to anybody else. And, you know, I'm quite ashamed of the things that I've done in the past and the damage I've caused to other people. You know, there are a lot of victims out there who've had trees burnt, you know, endless amounts of things, burnt cars, outbuildings, bins, you know, endless amounts of things. Guts me.
We've reached many arson attack where there's been members of the public got too close, smoke inhalation, had an ambulance having to come to deal with that person. That pulls out another resource unnecessarily, you know, that's, you know, could be potentially deadly for them.
Overall, I've had over 200 operations and procedures to treat my burns. It was 96% of me that got burnt in the fire. My whole body was resurfaced with skin grafts. The scarring is nothing. It really is nothing, because it's the physical and emotional side of it that really ruins you. Being on fire alive is the worst thing on earth.
When my arson set the house on fire, the house has totally gone up in flames. Properly, the fire brigade have had to kick the door in and they've had to come and get me out. But if they wouldn't have come, I'd have been dead. And I ended up getting quite a lengthy sentence for the arson, and when I ended up going into prison for that for a long time. It was horrible. First time inside was horrible. First time I cried, I'll be honest with you, the first day I was in there. If you're prepared to set fires, be prepared to go to jail.
Let's be the voice that can call the police, call the Crime Stoppers. If we participate by raising our voices against it, calling to the agencies that can help, becoming signposts for others who don't know where to go, and we become the way makers and show them the way, I'm sure the crime will go down in Wrexham. A community must rise up and say enough is enough.
People are frightened of being in their own homes, and the fear in our community continues.
I think you need to think before you do it, because not only are you damaging people's property, you could damage their lives, and you could even damage your own life if the fire catches you. So please, please, please don't do it, because fire ruins lives.
Bye.